Alright, this is a reading for Taurus. Halloween reading. So we have a costume for you. We also have a lucky number. The lucky number is going to be number 8. Your costume idea is going to be Aurora Sleeping Beauty, so it could be a character from that, or from a Disney movie that just so happens to be a little bit sleepy, sleepy dwarf, or, one of those people. You might be a Disney character that likes to sleep, from Wreck-It Ralph 2, just have one of those, sleepover beds. But, yeah, your tarot spread is going to be the Jack-o'-lantern's light. And can you believe it? I'm shuffling cards. I did astrology on this earlier, but I figure the cards will give us more of an insight. I haven't shuffled cards in front of the camera in a while, so bear with me. I will be picking a card from the deck because it doesn't want to show me a third card, and you need a third card. We're going to take the 9 of Swords. You might be a little bit frustrated. But, yeah, we have the Chariot on the bottom. So, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there might be some, infidelity going on. Somebody that doesn't want to talk to you at the moment. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. You might be saving something. And then we have the 9 of Swords, which is a little bit of frustration. And then we have the Chariot. You're being pulled in 2 different directions. Your car might have to be checked out, or there might be a little bit trouble with your car or with your transit. So, yeah, there's something going on. It could also pertain to a Cancer. That's the only major arcana we have here. So, yeah, there's a bit of stuff going on. So somebody's withholding affection, or they don't want to go, or be an asshole. But yeah, there's other things going on, and there might be a difference of opinion amongst friends, family members, or other things. Or somebody might be working, and they can't really come with you to a party or out on the town, whatever. So the first card is going to be the Pumpkin. The Pumpkin is yourself as a whole, so we have the Ace of Wands, you're withholding information, or you could just, just be going with the flow. You don't really want to stay home, you're more of a extrovert. So, there's that. And then we have, let's see, number 45, Constellation, number 45. There is 13 stars in that, so we have you are not being fair to yourself. Your abilities can be more successfully harnessed. This could obtain to a gambling time, a frivolous time to show that you can dispose all doubts that you have had and accept the offer, go for it. So there's an offer that you're taking, and you might be with somebody, or you might have a partner or friend who's kind of like, that's a bit of a risk. We should be saving our money because of the other stuff going on. But yeah, there's a diesel shortage in 25 days. All of it's off. But anyway, so there's not going to be anything in the stores, so that's a bit of a problem. So, we have the carving of the pumpkin. We have the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is savings, or keeping something. So a part of you has been taken or lost. So that's kind of the subject of discussion. Something has been taken or lost from you. So you're trying to save up money, or you're trying to save face, or you're trying to save, like, your reputation. So avoid new ventures just now. Be patient and bide your time. A sudden surprise will bring assistance. Don't be pessimistic because the tide is turning in your favor. So there's a few things going on that is going to play to your favor. And it may take a while, but it's gonna be fun. It may take until probably July of next year, but there's a lot of stuff that has to come into play. So with the last question, we have the candle. Does this loss allow your inner light to shine through? And according to this, there's frustration, and then there's the Chariot. You're being pulled in two different directions, and you're frustrated about both. Because if one doesn't work and the other one doesn't work, where do you go from there? Because I think you might have been borrowing money from a few people. But, so, idle fingers make idle hands. There must be some that you can do to relieve the situation. So you have to do something that is going to help you, in retrospect, help your situation. I feel like you might be borrowing money, you might be borrowing time, you might be kind of looking for a job and it's not amounting to much. With my grandmother, she's always like, you should have a trade. So in case there's downtime, you can always, make a necklace or make a candle or make some clothes or anything like that. So she made sure all her grandchildren knew how to sew clothes and make soap and candles and things. Very interesting lady. She's very she's a Taurus, so she's very you had to know these things. You had to know basic trade. You had to know basic how to fix plumbing and electricity and things. But she was a smart lady. She was a music teacher, but she was like, you have to look at things with a more concerning eye. You have to know basically what your house is made of and how to fix it. So then you're not wasting money on frivolous things. So yeah, and I save a lot because of her, but she was very strict with learning things. And I would mess up on candle making, so she smacked my hands a couple times. She was Catholic, so she was very worthy of God. So she has a wing named after her in a cathedral church. So not gonna damage my grandmother's good name, but she's a taskmaster for sure. Probably one of the more stricter, but I learned a lot from her. And she used to sew wedding dresses and other things, so she was really good at what she did. But she knew music and she knew sewing. She knew a lot of great things. So you ask her something, she gave you the rundown. You want to make wine, she showed you how to make wine. You want to make beer or liquor or moonshine, she knew how to do that too. But yeah, I feel like you might need to know a trade at the moment. So a very pleasant meeting that could prove romantic. Watch if you are ready to be married or already married. This is a very lucky moment or movement or situation. So don't be surprised if you get a sudden windfall. So with everything going on, you could actually get some relief. You might have a business plan. You might actually be selling things. Some people sell things that are valuable or out of date or fad. But yeah, you could actually get a little bit of money. Not much. Might not go from here to there, but it might be something. So and this card right here, this Chariot, might actually have you wanting to take a trip or wanting to move away or something. But I feel like you have two different decisions. You can either use it on food or you could move back to your home or wherever you've been. But yeah, you're gonna have to make a decision on things. You know, I'm more of a family person. I like being around my family. So you might actually move back in with your family or move in with somebody whose knowledge is worth, meaning that they have a lot of knowledge about trades and ancient techniques that your family may have been doing. I think making paper is coming back in this style, so if you know how to make paper, it might be a good time to do that. So, let's see. I think that's it. But, you know, I feel like yours is more down to fundamentals, as far as this reading's concerned. And this is a different reading from everybody else's. I picked these out of a hat to, you know, kind of get a gist of what's going on with you. But I think you might be going back into like a fundamentalist type of move in your life. It's not going to be like modernized. I feel like it's going to be more of like grassroots or family tradition or something. But something that's more fundamental than the way that you've been living. So you might be changing your perspective on life. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, hopefully this helped you out. I will see you in the next movie procession of my life. Um, yeah, so take care of yourselves, take care of everyone, and I will see you in the next video. I'm exhausted, can't you tell? Later, Taurus.